So it's the remarkable journey of a man who has transformed lives. He's the king of hearts, Professor Adel, and I guess that the role of the media, of course, is informative and at the same time is creative. We find creativity in what we do. And Dr. Magdi Yacoub, Sir Magdi Yacoub, is in himself a great message to the youth who are studying media, that efforts, if you are going to exert efforts, hard work, it definitely will pay off, isn't it? So how about making projects about our icons throughout, media projects concerning graduation projects as well? How about that?
If we go back to the role of media, especially the public media, we should shed light on three main functions. The first one is providing information, and then education, and helping people to take the right decisions. So having this on mind, that students are taking these three directions and creating in their graduation project and also assignments some topics that can offer and present to the public these role models, especially Dr. Magdi Yacoub, Sir Magdi Yacoub, and other icons from the Egyptian society. So as you correctly mentioned, that the media education, or the sector, this sector should be linked with the industry, and you as a media people leading channels, TV channels like the Nile TV and so on, also should come to universities and provide your information and guidance to students, because as you know that maybe the new generation are not reading like our generations, so they need some information from your side, guidance from your side, and we are open to host media people from the public media, from the international media, to explain and guide the students to do such inspiring reports, inspiring projects, doing creative, they are using technologies in order to deliver this message in a different way, the message that can be more appropriate for the young generation. So it is a collective effort. It is not only the Media Institute's efforts, it is the media outlets' effort, your effort, and students as well, and we are working together, and I think we have discussed many activities that can lead to have a creative productions that maybe also later on could be used in the Nile TV and the other media channels.
It's a great honor. Professor Adel, well, Nile TV International's role and message is mainly targeting the audiences worldwide. It is presenting Egypt to the whole world. And as we usually always say in the tourism mottos, that Egypt has it all, not only touristically, but also culturally. And with Egypt's rich history and civilization and culture and education, Egypt is very strong in attracting the other, and also in holding this sense of rapport, let me say, conversations with the outside world. On Nile TV International, Nile TV was invited to air a show in coordination with the oldest civilizations of the world, like China, like India, and Egypt definitely, with a strong weight, was present. My colleague Mohammed Abderrahim was there representing Egypt at this important forum, talking Egypt's strength and civilization and connectivity. The show was called the People-to-People Connections, the Dialogue of Civilization. So see how powerful is the name of the show. And how much do we need such shows that would bring people to people closer? What do you think of the dialogue of civilizations and the role of the media in having this sense of bond and making civilizations talk?
I'm believing, not as a communication scholar, but I'm believing in the power of media and the power of communication and the power of dialogue and negotiation. This is the main intervention that all of us should focus on. How can we encourage our culture to be correctly transferred and correctly interact with other cultures? Because if they will not hear about you, if they will not listen to you, if they will not communicate with you, they are always feeling that you are different. But when they are connected, they are, oh, how? We are similar, but they have also some stereotypes about what you are doing, your personality, your culture. So, Dr. Taghreed, this is a very important issue that we need to lead the discussion, not always react to any campaign that we are considering they are negative. But also we have to take the lead in terms of promoting our culture, marketing our culture, going to others to explain for them our perspectives, our views. We have to show respect to all cultures in order to open the door for them also to look at our culture from a very positive perspectives. We need to work together, and we are open to do such projects that can shed light with the international standards, because as you know, we have already lived in international communities, and we sometimes are not understanding how can we build a message that is suitable to the minds of the Western, for example, or the others. So if you are understanding very well their mentality and their minds and how they are absorbing the information, how they are critically look at the information, maybe also you need to tailor your message according to their mindsets, according to their understanding, and they are also paying a lot of attention to credibility, and they are trusting rationality more than emotions. And maybe this issue need from us more work in order to switch or change our mentalities from emotional reactions or emotional messages to rational messages.
Yes, definitely. And this is actually the core, that we are not speaking with ourselves, but we are addressing the other. We're speaking to the other, bringing the other closer. We'll watch excerpts of the Dialogue of Civilizations, where my colleague Mohammed Abderrahim was your host from China studios, and in cooperation with Nile TV International, one of the oldest civilizations of the world. Let's watch.
Clash. Egypt, China, India and Greece, the oldest civilizations on Earth. Each has a long history full of clashes. Is it inevitable that different cultures should come into conflict? Diversity. A multipolar world is emerging with diversified civilizations. Can we usher in an age of co-prosperity with all religions and cultures working hand in hand for the well-being of mankind? Competition. As ancient civilizations that continue to survive, what competitive edge do they have? And does this give them enough strength to thrive in an increasingly competitive world? Future. Asian civilizations are undergoing rejuvenation, and the new international order is taking shape. Will the future give birth to an authentic dialogue of civilizations?
I'm Mohammed Abderrahim from Nile TV, and it is my pleasure to introduce you Egypt's expert, and he is Professor Abdelmunam Al-Mashat, and he is the Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Political Science, Future University, Egypt.
My name is Vishnu Shom. I'm a senior editor and principal anchor with New Delhi Television, NDTV. We are India's oldest private 24-hour news network, and I've got a wonderful guest with me today, Professor Madhav Nalapat is Professor of Geopolitics at Manipal University.
Thank you so much for the participation of representatives from ancient civilizations. My first question goes to the Greek team. Now, ancient Greece is known for delivering the first democracy in the world.
Because we are in a dialogue of civilizations, and religion by nature is one of the definitions of a civilization, I'm telling you something. Muslims have a problem that they are being seen and perceived by many people around the world as so-called fanatics or so on. Until the world realizes
So from China and from the oldest civilizations of the world to the great Egyptian civilization and to Egypt actually awaiting an event that is going to be making history. We're awaiting the inauguration, the official inauguration of GEM. And shedding light and covering the state's national projects, and definitely GEM is one of them. Our coming documentary is about the story of a young Egyptian man, Hani. He's inspired by his foreign friends' fascination with King Tut's artifacts, and his curiosity is going to lead him to a journey. Where? To GEM. He's going to go on a journey to GEM, the Grand Egyptian Museum, where he's going to unravel the mysteries that are surrounding the young pharaoh's life and death. And who doesn't love King Tut? King Tut is so special, in a class of his own. The boy king dazzles the world up till the present moment, and the world writes stories every day making headlines about King Tut, the boy king. Through Hani's narrative, the viewers are going to be introduced to GEM's extensive collection and the motivative display techniques as well, the fresh perspective on the Egyptian treasures. And that was the idea that Nile TV presented, the documentary about GEM to the whole world before its official opening. Dr. Adel, the role of the media in portraying our national projects, in Egypt's achievements, in Egypt's soft power, how are we going to mainly focus on such a role, given also that we have today other tools that could even help us, like AI?
Yes. We cannot disregard the role of media, and I think the state is already aware how the power of media can help the state in promoting the unique cultural aspects. We have a very good grounds in the world about our culture and our values worldwide, but maybe we need to increase this effort also to produce more creative content and creative documentaries, as you said, using the AI and other technologies. And maybe also we need to depend on the social media platforms in order to reach the young generation as well. So from the beginning, you are focusing on complementary approach. I mean, the mainstream media, or we are calling it the traditional media, radio, TV, and newspapers, and so on. But we need to consider also the social media platforms, the AI, as a tool for creating more productions in a very good quality. And this is also the message for the international young generation. So the state and all the, not only the state, but the universities, the private sector should work together to have creative projects for the world about our unique aspects in our culture and our society to be delivered to the world as well.
Yes, definitely, and this is Egypt's voice to the world. Let's see excerpts of the documentary of Nile TV International, Dream is Loading, hosted by Hani Saif and directed by Ahmed Abdelalim Essen. This documentary has unraveled the mysteries of King Tut and paid a special journey, a very special one, to the Grand Egyptian Museum. Let's watch.
Drew my attention. Of all the souvenirs that my friends requested me to buy for them, had to be linked somehow to Tutankhamun. So I asked myself, why this king in particular? Why Tutankhamun? But as you can see, I mean, all the acquisitions related to King Tut were obviously bestsellers. And so I became certain that Tutankhamun was more or less the password for accessing the heart of any lover of the ancient Egyptian civilization.